Hi, welcome to this week's episode of SPTV, and as always we're taking inspiration from what the big boys are doing and bringing it back down to the slightly smaller, medium local businesses and how it can work for you. And this was actually from a couple of months ago, and if you're not aware of how I work things with SPTV, I see and notice things all around and they go into a little note on my phone, and that is the kind of the formula for where each episode is. But sometimes there are more timely and relevant things that go in, and it means that some of the episodes get bumped down, hence why this one you'll have to cast your mind back to I think it was earlier in the summer of when it was, but that's how it's been delayed by a couple of months, shall we say. So what this was an advert for a company called Lidl. I'm sure many of you will be aware of. And it came about by a lady that had obviously popped in there after work and picked up a bottle of red wine, got home, and it just tasted revolting. And she's probably a little bit peed off by it, quite frankly, and has gone onto one of the social media platforms. I can't remember quite what it was. I think it might have been Facebook though, that she went on to, and it was along the lines of, this tastes like absolute dishwater or bath, or whatever. It was something that wasn't particularly complimentary, shall we say, about this bottle of wine. And as we all know, kind of bottle of wines can have that tendency to, you'll get a dud one here and there. But the really easy thing that Lidl could have done there was to jump on there, and I think we probably all would have expected it in truth, to kind of please email your concerns to customer services at lidl.com, and you can insert any name for any major brand. That's kind of what they kind of hide behind, is that customer services at insertcompanyname.com, and that's what it is, and it all gets taken care of behind the scenes. And it would have been really easy to do that. Another easy thing that they would have been able to do as well was, sorry madam that you feel like this, and the standard kind of thing of your expectations haven't been matched or reached or anything like that. I think we all know what that is, that they do with that. And they could have done that, replaced a bottle of wine, maybe two. They could have even, if they were kind of splashing out, they could have made up to a box of 6 or something, maybe thrown in a £5, £10 off voucher as well for the inconvenience for it. It would have all been very simple, and she would have accepted it, to be fair. I think we all would have done, really. We know that you'll get a dud here and there, things go wrong. But what they did was they actually turned it totally on its head. And the part of this advert which was interesting in itself, because they were making people aware of the complaint that this lady had made, and they'd invited her, and kind of all expenses paid, to their vineyard. I think it was over in France, they said it was. And they took her over there and they showed her where it was done. They took her all through the experience of it, and how that they take the grapes and then they make it into the wine, and they do all of this. And she would have obviously had a few bottles as well given to her as part of that tour. But it was really interesting that they've done that, because like I said earlier, it would have been very easy for them to kind of just refund the money or exchange it, just take it into your local store, get it changed over. It would have been very easy to do that. And again, I'm not saying that it is easy for every business to do. It may not be practical to take your customers to your suppliers if something does go wrong. I mean, we all know things do go wrong. I'm not naive enough to think that. I mean, things do go wrong. But it's very easy to fall into that trap of, whilst it looks good to put it right, it can sometimes be, well, it's just a little bit empty, it's not really thinking of that. So there's plenty of ways of doing that, whether it's bringing them into your manufacturing plant, or whatever product or service you're giving, is to bring them into you. It could be an option, so they can really see how things work and make an experience of it. There's plenty of other ideas as well that we've heard about as well, which I'd be happy to share with you if you want, if that would be useful to you. Obviously I appreciate this means that kind of admitting that things have gone wrong in your business, but it's not that. It's just kind of some ideas, and it's also thinking about how you can make it work for potentially experienced days of people who haven't complained. It's just kind of your top customers. How can we bring them in? How can we look after them a lot better and everything? There's various experience days that people run anyway, that they might kind of close down the factory, or they might close down bookings for that particular day because they only want their VIPs or their top customers, or however you want to describe that kind of top set of customers that you've got in your database. there are plenty of different ways. So as always, if you want help with it, then you've got full access to us, myself and my team here at our hub. Wherever you're viewing this, there will be some way of getting in contact with us. Just ping us a message or write in the comments below, and we will be more than happy to help you with it. So I hope that's helped, and it's kind of giving you some ideas of how you can make things different in your business and such like. And I'll see you in 7 days' time from now with the next episode of SPTV.